5 and 6 a.m. class. As you can see, I'm Coach Lindsay at the moment. I'm gonna coach 2 classes, then I'm gonna hop in the 7 a.m. Today is a cardio workout. So this is gonna be my cardio for the day, and then I'm gonna work and then get a lift in the afternoon. That's really how I like to do it. Because it's kind of like a fasted cardio without like meaning to really. I'll have a protein shake, and then in the evening I will I just like to lift in the evening. I don't know, I just like waking up and then lifting just for some reason just doesn't feel good. Okay, so I think the last place that you saw me was I was at F45, so I did coach the 5 and 6, then I took the 7, and it was honestly really cute. I enjoyed it because only about, I don't know, 5 members showed up, maybe 4, because school just started and it's cardio day, so most people don't want to go to cardio day. So there was 6 people per station allowed in today's workout. So we all, like the coach that was coaching the 7, me, and then I guess it was 4 members, we just all got in one station, and it was just so fun. Like, we were cheering each other on, we were all doing the same thing at the same time. It was really nice. It was like a little family moment. I do want to do like a quick little physique update on here. It's the first one, so don't expect anything crazy. And I'm only doing this because I know that this is a hybrid training channel and not like a bodybuilding or aesthetic channel at all. To me, it helps track my training, if that makes any sense, because if I'm seeing it in my body, and it doesn't necessarily mean that what I look like on the outside is completely translating to how much power and endurance and things I'm gonna have in competitions. But to me, it just kind of gauges like, am I doing the right things? I also want to start retaining muscle more. This has been a goal that I've had for so long, really ever since I have started coaching. And also, who doesn't want all of their hard work that they're doing in their training to show? That is one of my goals in this training. I do want to be able to retain muscle. I'm a little scared. My goal previous to this has been, you know, getting consistent in weightlifting training. My point is that, you know, I've worked hard to try to build muscle, and then I haven't done good on the diet side. I'll explain that in a second. But with training for HYROX, I am conscious about, you know, upping my cardio, which means, you know, a bigger risk of not being able to maintain muscle. What I'm doing to work towards that is I did start counting my macros today. What I suggest for anyone that is going to diet period, and I'm not dieting, okay? But I'm just saying, like, at F45, for example, we always host these challenges, and people they start restricting. Step number 1, I say just track your macros of exactly what you're eating for at least a week, okay? And don't try to make it cute, all right? Do exactly what you would have normally chosen to eat. That way, you know what you need to change. You can change it in baby steps. For example, I did that for myself here. I walked the walk, okay? I didn't just talk the talk. And I tracked my macros for exactly what I was naturally eating. And it was exactly what I thought I was doing. I am not hitting enough calories to maintain muscle. I'm not hitting my protein. Now that I see that, oh, and I'm also eating a lot of carbs, which carbs are not bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in place of the protein intake that I need to be doing, I'm having an overdose of carbs. I just need like a little composition re-up or whatever. So anyway, but now that I tracked, I know what my issue is. That's my plan. And I'm gonna stick to it and see, since I was consistently under eating and not hitting my protein, I'm gonna see as an experiment for you guys, and also I would like to see my muscles. So yeah, we're gonna see if actually tracking my macros and hitting my calories and protein change my look. So anyway, here's what I look like now.
I gotta remember I want you. I gotta remember I want you. And it's just nerves, it's just dick, making me think about someone new. You know I got so much to say. I try to hide it in my face, and you don't work. You see through that. I just wanna be with you. And you're right, I got my guy, but I can't help it. I want you. Say you right, I got my guy, but I can't help it. I want
Let's see where I'm at so far. And I can already tell you I am behind, but I'm determined to hit it today because today's the first freaking day that I'm tracking it. And how sad is that going to be if I don't do it on my first day? But anyway, so right now I have 1,857 calories remaining. And I have I have ingested 51 out of my 132 grams of protein. A little pre-gym snack, and then of course I'm gonna have dinner. And then if I need to, I'll have a before bed snack. I don't know. I say all this to say I will keep you posted, and hopefully you will notice if I'm gaining some muscle here and there, you know what I mean? Okay, so I just wanted to show you my lunch. So I made some sweet potato tots. I put it over some ground turkey. I am going to add some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce to this. I'm not going to track my sauces because I think that's a little crazy. But anyway, this meal right here, I know it's a little basic. Normally I throw green beans in this as well, but they were out at Walmart. So I think maybe they weren't in season or something was going on. So normally I have some greens in here too, but this is going to be about 530 calories. So I still have over 1,000 calories today to meet my goal. But this is just an example of a meal. It's super basic, super probably boring to most people. But I'm using my food as fuel to reach my goals so far, and then we can have some fun with it once I'm seeing some progress. I think I left you when I was eating lunch, so I still have like 1 or maybe 1.5 more meals to go today. But I did make it to my lift, like I told you I would. I did upper body today, some chest, focus on chest, but upper body overall. So it is now 9:02 p.m. and I will remind you that when I started this video, it was before 5 a.m., which is when I was coaching. So my days are long. I'm not gonna lie, I did take a nap. Yeah, that is a day in the life of me with 2 jobs and training that I am prioritizing right now. My goals, my hobbies, my training, because it's just time to. That's the end of today after I go eat. And then tomorrow morning I will be coaching at 5 and 6 a.m. again. I need to fit in a longer run. I will fit that in at some point, and then of course I will lift tomorrow. Since I did upper body, that means that tomorrow will be lower body focused. I might run after the lift. That way I'm practicing compromise running. Compromise running is something that we'll talk about in videos to come. But for now, that is the plan. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. P.S. Actually, I'm not done with you. Reminder to take your creatine if you choose to be taking creatine. I already took mine, but I didn't film it. So, take your creatine. Whew, man. Okay, today is... What is today? Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I don't think that I saw you yesterday. But yesterday I did do what I was supposed to. I did lower body and then my running. So yesterday was supposed to be my distance day, but I did it after my leg day and I kind of crushed my legs. So it was good because it was a practice of compromised running, which is definitely very much needed in a DecaFit and HYROX competition. However, man, it is hard. Like, I'm glad that I'm starting now. Oh, by the way, I looked up how many days until HYROX because I have a little countdown on my phone. 94. We are less than 100. I was like, woo. But I think I'm just the perfect level that, like, if I had started like super hardcore focus on training any less than this, we would be in trouble, or it would just like not be on a good timeline. But I think that we're just like right in the mode of like, if if you're on it now, you can be good. Macro tracking has been honestly not that bad. What I will say, which I think is kind of weird, and it's probably like the kind of food that I'm eating, because I'm eating mostly whole foods to just make it easier to track my macros, is that I have been really freaking hungry, even though, like I told you guys, when I tracked my macros just to see what my base was, it seemed like I was under eating. But now it's like I'm eating more, but I'm just constantly hungry. I'm curious to see if this maintenance is really enough, or if like even this maintenance, like for the amount of activity I do, is like under eating. Today is Wednesday, so I get my cardio done at F45, which I've done my 9 to 5 work day and my lovely 1 hour commute, and I'm on my way to F45, and then after that I'm going to take you along to cryotherapy. I usually like to do this about twice a week. I do it after a leg day usually, or after both of my leg days, because my legs are dead and I need my legs for a lot of the training.
Hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees, hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees, hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When a nigga hit, then the get toxic. You in the club with I've been lit since brunch. That order 42 for the turbulence pop. Missionaire or doggy style on my top. Hey, know me from the closet. Hoes trying to call me a snake. Shit, I guess I can relate. Cause I fit a whole lot of venom. And since these hoes all rats, when they come around me, all I see is a whole lot of denim. I walk around the house butt naked and I stop at air mirror. Just stare at my own posterior. I don't give a fuck who talk behind my back. Knew better than to let me hear. Hands on my knees, shaking from my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking from my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking from my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees, hands on my knees, shaking from my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking from my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, shaking from my thigh, thigh. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees.
Thought I would show you around the cryo room. So this is the cryo machine, and then we have the cubby with your gloves and socks, your robes of course, and slippers, and then the hamper for when you're done. So this is the screen. It shows the treatment temperature, which will be a negative 140 degrees Celsius, and I will be in here for 3 minutes. So you just put your sports bra and underwear on if you like, and then slippers, socks, gloves, and a robe. Alright, so I will not be doing any sort of workout on Friday because this weekend I have my first Deca Mile. Deca Miles are in the Deca umbrella, which is under the Spartan umbrella. So what a Deca Mile is 10 functional stations. I'll go into it on my Deca Mile vlog, but it's 10 functional stations with a 160-meter run in between each functional station. Like I said, this is my first Deca Mile. However, I have done 2 Deca Strongs, so that is just the 10 functional stations, no running. I got out my Deca Strong medals, and the reason why is I write my times on there. So I just wanted to give you a reference on what I've done so far, even though it's not really applicable to the Deca Mile because I've never done it with the running in between. So not only is it going to be the running in between, but it's going to be compromised running and compromised stations. For the medals, it's just a participation medal, which there might be mixed opinions on this, but I don't personally appreciate a participation medal on all things, especially a Deca Strong. I wish you could opt out of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just a personal thing, but like I just don't feel like I did that much on it. But anyway, so on the Deca Strong, if you're familiar with the Spartan races, in order to get a trifecta and complete your medal, you're supposed to do 1 Deca Strong, 1 Deca Mile, and 1 Deca Fit in a calendar year, which I am set to do, knock on wood. For my first Deca Strong, I finished it in 21:25. Yes, I do write on my medals, but like I said, participation medals aren't the most important to me. But I would say that this time that I got to, so my very next one was 19:30. I'm gonna say it was like this much extra training in between and a lot of just figuring out how to work the course. Because there's a certain way, like you'll see, for example, the box jumps, there's an easier way to do that. There's just ways you can like not cut corners because you're doing it correctly, but there's just a lot of ways to not do it correctly or not do it in the most efficient fashion. So you learn a lot, and I still think that I have some cuts that I can make, some just easy low-hanging fruit. Of course, I'm striving for the fastest time that I can. I will let you know how it goes, and I'll take you along with me. But before I sign off, I did want to show you some of my favorite protein snacks at the moment. Let's start off with a protein drink. Okay, in my opinion, the Fairlife chocolate milk is superior to all protein drinks. But I'm honestly just tired of the freaking fight. Like, I don't know if it's like this where you live, but when I lived in Hawaii and when I've lived here in Texas, you have to fight tooth and nail in Costco to get it, like in the middle of the week when I'm at work anyways, or I Amazon it, which is just kind of ridiculous. So this is my second favorite. It's Premier Protein, and it's the banana flavor. And okay, here's how I'm going to sell it to you. And you may not know what I'm talking about because for some reason, no one remembers this. But if you remember Little Debbie snack Banana Twins, this tastes just like you are eating Banana Twins. I kid you not. It's delicious and nostalgic. Next are these wild protein chips. They are 13 grams of protein, 10 total carbs, and let's see, 13 fat. So I think that is pretty good macros for me anyways. We got chicken breast, egg white, and bone broth. This is my personal favorite flavor. I've tried a bunch of them. I tried the chicken and waffles. That is my hard no. I will never be eating that again. It's just too mapley. I also have these spicy queso. These are probably my second favorite. They have salt and vinegar. I've tried the Himalayan salt. What else? They have hot chicken. They have barbecue. They have just plain. There's just a lot of options here, but the buffalo is fire. Next are these protein Pop-Tarts. Now, I am not going to tell you that these are delicious because, like, I have a weird relationship with these. The cinnamon part in the Pop-Tarts, like, tastes like crack to me. But then the rest of it just kind of tastes like chemicals. But if you're into Pop-Tarts or you want Pop-Tart alternative, I don't know, there's just something about them, I keep buying them. It's like, it has an aftertaste, and I'm like, that's kind of funky. And then when people ask me if they can try it, I'm like, ooh, you're probably not gonna like this, and they don't. But I still keep going back to it. But anyway, let's see the nutrition facts. We have 8 grams of fat, 22 carbs, and then 20 protein. All right, team, I will see you at the Deca Mile. Please like this video and subscribe if you want more updates on anything hybrid training, specifically HYROX focused, Deca Fit, Deca Strong, Deca Mile, Spartan. We do it all on this channel.